end of the summer and after the end of their reproductive cycles, many birds fly from North America to South America in what is known as the migration phenomenon. Birds have to fly long distances in search of favorable environments that fill their need for food and shelter at different times of the year. Various routes through which birds make their journey south have been identified. Traveling from the Florida Peninsula to Cuba and Jamaica and later to the northern tip of Colombia, over the Caribbean Sea towards the Gulf of Mexico and the Yucatan, and yet another over the continental portion of Central America. Some birds fly all the way from North to South America, whilst others remain in intermediate locations such as Central America and the Caribbean islands. The migration journey is an extremely risky one. Birds must invest large amounts of energy. They must survive predation, exhaustion, unfriendly environments, and adverse weather such as storms and hurricanes. It has been estimated that more than half the birds die during their first migration. For example, in North America, it has been calculated that of the 100 million waterfowl that part south during the fall, only 40 million make it back to their breeding grounds in the spring. Evolution of migratory behavior demands a series of physiological responses to environmental cues. Variation in the amount light hours in a day is one of them. A shorter day may trigger hormonal changes that cause birds to overfeed and so accumulate large amounts of fat. This fat will be their source of energy during the flight. Colombia is strategically positioned on the flyway corridors from North America and Central America to South America and hosts wintering individuals in its lush tropical climes. The majority of birds stop at sites along the way before reaching their final destinations to recover and gain new energy to carry on. San Andrés Island is very important for bird migration because of its key geographic location on the route of many migrating species that use it as a fixed stop for recovery and energy gain. % of the Aves fauna in San Andrés is composed of migrant species. 20 species are exclusively reported only for this location in Colombia. Implementation of conservation actions on the archipelago is very important to guarantee survival of bird species on the island. The San Andrés, Providencia, and Santa Catalina archipelago has been declared a biosphere reserve and also an important bird area. These are important achievements towards conservation of natural resources on the islands. 179 species of migrant birds winter or pass through Colombia. According to the habitat they are associated to, these birds can be classified as terrestrial or aquatic. Most of the terrestrial migrant birds belong to the warbler family. They are associated with forests and face the worst threats in the tropics due to habitat loss. Learning about birds and their habitats allows us to evaluate population health and can be used as a tool to protect our forests and all the species that inhabit them. Every bird species, migrant or resident, terrestrial or aquatic, has different patterns of movement and dispersion. Even resident birds can move for short distances that can be altitudinal on a mountain range or horizontal to different places that offer better resources at a given moment in time.